Good morning, good evening, everyone. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. It is Adrian. I've got my name from the Pageant Project. I've called it a reunion special. Here is one Miss Danielle. I'll let Danielle get ready for a second. But my special guest for our reunion special, there's a Chloe Davies. There is a Giselle Ace. And there is one Nadia Sayers over there who has been regaling us with stories of how to nap. And Danielle is coming on here. But I'll let Danielle get her headphones on. I can see Danielle. She's just struggling in the background. All right. So, and of course, we couldn't have a reunion special without lovely co-host Danielle. Danielle, can you hear us? And can we hear you? Say something.
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's that voice. All right. Okay. So here we are. Danielle, I told these guys this is a reunion special or / a farewell special. Who knows? So I'm going to ask you for your favorite, Ppj moment. You have many to choose from, probably as many as I do. But we're going to start with the usual and just get everyone to catch us up because it's been a while. Danielle is now basically unemployed. Chloe's about to have a career change. Nadia is her relationship status is going to change soon, and Giselle is titleless for a change. So let's go around the room. We'll start with Danielle. How's unemployment treating you?
Well, it's early days yet, but so far so good. I'm enjoying it. Not quite unemployment, self-employed. I like to correct you there, Adrian.
Boss lady.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be a boss. Yeah, so far so good. Today is like the second day, although the first day did not count on Friday. I had a root canal and I had to give myself a sick day on my first day. So that's a great start.
Dentist? Ouch.
Yes, I always send you pictures, but I forgot this time. I go see my dentist is from Derry, and because Chloe loves anaesthetic, I usually send a picture of my Derry dentist while I'm being jabbed in the mouth. So I saw my Derry dentist on Friday and I was zoinked for the rest of the day. Today has been planning the next 3 months, my second quarter of 2022. And yeah, all's going good, really good.
So the whole going unemployed thing, it wasn't an April Fool's joke.
It was not an April Fool. Yes, it was not an April Fool's.
Things are getting bigger. Things are getting better.
Absolutely. So many plans. I have so many plans for pageant and fashion worlds colliding.
When worlds collide.
Colliding in a very neat and uneventful way, I'm sure. Not actually colliding. So that's Danielle. And speaking of people who love dentists for some strange reason, Miss Chloe Davies, who apparently is wearing a green jacket, although both Nadia and I are apparently colorblind and thought it was a white jacket and that she was dripping me off. Chloe Davies, catch us up with how you have been.
I honestly don't even know how to say it because I haven't even come out and said it yet. I haven't announced in my social media. Just my friends and family, basically that live in Derry, know. I just haven't got around to saying it yet, but I am moving to Dubai on the 6th of May to join Emirates Airline.
I'm
going to pack up everything and just head to Dubai.
Isn't that scary?
New life, new start.
Saying that, you're going to pack up everything?
Yeah.
Scary.
It's so bittersweet because I'm going to miss my family and my little dog and everyone at home, but I'm really excited to start this new journey. And I just love to travel, so imagine doing it as a job. It's just perfect.
Perfect. It's the perfect fit for you, Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe, this is the first time I think since I've known you when you've told me about your new job, and I've been excited for you.
Yeah.
Because honestly, all the other jobs you've told me, some of the jobs you've had have been absolutely soul crushing. So this one is going to be amazing, and I think it suits you down to the T. And you know,
The
you
cra-
love Dubai anyway.
Yeah, the crazy part was I actually started a really good corporate job recently. It was with Axiom Law Firm. It's an international law firm, and they've got clients all over the world, like countries like PayPal with
Wow.
companies like PayPal and Dell, massive companies, massive company to work for. Um, but I just felt like it wasn't me. They were a great company to work
Mm.
for. The staff were incredible. They were super welcoming, and I felt really guilty starting working a month and leaving again. But when Emirates came up, I just couldn't turn it down because I know in my heart that I am destined to travel. And maybe one day I'll get fed up of it. Maybe one day I'll get lonely. Maybe one day I'll go back to engineering. But I need to have that experience first. I'm getting that experience handed to me right now, and I can't turn it down. Like, I feel like it's meant to happen. I'm meant to go on this
Yeah.
journey, and whatever happens next, happens next.
Well,
Wow.
I think this is going to suit you down to the T. I think if you
Yeah.
do, you know, look back and decide to change it, it's going to be a long, long, long time for now. Just a couple of important questions. What's going to happen with Paris, and what's going to happen with the Chloe
Oh.
that you have on your background on the wall? Are you taking the CHLOE? Just those two questions. I don't. Your mum and your whatever. That's okay. But Paris and the Chloe behind you. What is going to happen to those two?
Mum is not letting me take Paris. She said, it's bad enough losing one baby. I'm not losing her too. And it wouldn't be
Oh,
fair because I'd be spending most of my time traveling. I'd be at layovers every other day. I'm not always going to be in Dubai, so I couldn't leave her by herself. She's only a little baby.
But I would like to just
The
point out that
letters.
Chloe did seriously consider it. It was a debate. It was a question for a while, wasn't it, Chloe?
Yeah, it was.
But whenever you have little Paris, it's understandable.
I know. I'm just
is
going to try
Paris
and
the
get the Dublin layover. Every month
is
I'll bid for the
Paris the
Dublin
doggy?
layover and try. Yeah.
Yes, Paris.
Yes.
Paris
Okay.
is the doggy. And what about the Chloe
Don't you
sign? Are you going to
dare.
take that?
Um, Maybe. If I have enough space, I've got too much clothes to even think about that. And the coffee machine has to come too.
When I come
Can't-
visit, I'll bring a
Priority.
Chloe sign. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. That's exciting news. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
So well done. I'll probably be seeing you sooner rather than later then if you do take the Sydney layover.
Yes.
And I've actually never seen you in person. It's still well, I've only seen one
I'm a
of you in
catfish.
person. I'm a catfish.
Funny.
It's scary to me to think after how long we've been doing this in Danielle's case, that I've only seen Danielle once, and I've not seen the other three of you. You could be figments of my imagination. I still remember when I did see Danielle for the first time at the airport, I heard her long, long, long before I saw her. You just
Usually the
hear
way.
that voice. You just hear the voice. I mean, I will be seeing hopefully all of you soon, some sooner rather than later. Let's go over to Ms. Sayers. I don't know how much longer we'll be calling you Ms. Sayers for, but Ms. Sayers, catch us up with everything that's been going on since last we had you on.
That's a lot. It starts smaller. So yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting married in 4 months, just over 4
Wow.
months. So it's crazy. And Danielle, I'm going to need your help. I've got some big styling questions, and
Of course, I am here for you, girl.
and of course, my biggest issue is shoes, because it always is. Can't find shoes, but everything else is going good.
Shoes are really hard for weddings because there's a lot of like if you want crystals or gems, they can sometimes snag on the dress, and shoes are a big issue for weddings.
And everyone's trying to hand me like sensible shoes, like thick
Wear
heels,
Converse.
and I'm like,
Converse.
I love Converse.
But everyone's like, you're going to regret wearing a high heel, and I'm like, do you realize what size of heels we have worn before? No.
Do you know who I am?
Girl.
Do you know who you're talking to here? Come on.
Come on.
We know how to wear gowns. We know how to wear our heels. Like, we are pros at this.
Yes. So yes,
I
that's
don't.
coming up.
Well, some of you are.
The charity that I work with, we just had our first big in-person event ever, and it went really well. We had a kindness awards for kids, so we had over 300 nominations. It was all parents and kids nominating each other, and we had top 30 finalists come, and it was like a adult celebrity style award ceremony. There was a red carpet with a photographer taking their photographs. They had a mocktail reception and dinner, and we had Fionnuala O'Reilly, Miss Universe Ireland 2019. She did the voiceover for the whole event, and then we had Joel M and Adam Bacon
wow.
host, and made a real big deal of them, and it was amazing. So I'm exhausted because we've just done it, but it was so good and so worth it.
Oh, great.
I think I saw pictures of that.
Mhm.
Did Eden attend that, or
Yes,
Chloe, did you
Eden
attend
helped.
it as well?
Aiden and Joel helped us host it. So she
Ah.
played a big part, and the kids were loving it. She put on her Miss Great Britain crown, and all the wee girls were running around in their dresses getting photographs with her, and it was so cute.
So cute.
But yeah, so it's been all steam, full steam ahead, and then I've been working on a few little projects of my own that I can hopefully announce soon.
Ooh.
Nagging Adrian about as well, like been pulling him online for information and stuff. So fingers crossed.
I've
You'll
been
smash
working
it.
on the pageant book behind the scenes, and I've had a couple of chats to Nadia, and so I have to watch the videos back to see what she said. And I still remember I was helping Nadia with said secret projects, and at one point she just goes, "I think you should move here being Ireland." I'm like, I don't know how I.
Don't you dare!
You can have Chloe's
Ireland,
room.
I moved to Dubai. You will never hear the end of it.
It's
Chloe's like,
gonna
just
have your
move.
room.
Just move.
Yeah, just move, so we don't have to do this Zoom thing, and you can help me with your
Yes.
plans.
I can bring you for coffee.
Yeah, well, God, I'm on the decaf because it's only 6 in the morning, and I don't want to be,
No,
onto
not
my 5th cup of
decaf.
coffee. Well, I gotta pace myself, Chloe, because unlike Nadia, I don't nap well as it is. So if I have, lots of coffee, I had one of those energy drinks the other day. Oh my God, that was a mistake. I was like this, but I couldn't think. I don't know what it does to your brain. Like, I'm awake, but I'm also useless. Good times. It was, I don't know, like a monster drink. It was one of those huge, like a gallon can, and it just does something with your brain. I swear, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
hello,
you used to
I'm
take
here,
those in
but I'm not.
Tesco.
Yeah, I've had a couple before the gym if I'm really, really stuck.
Well, speaking of like huge drinks, Danielle, are you drinking out of a bucket?
Basically,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
It's like a bowl.
Have you guys seen this? Every time she
No, I
picks it up, I'm like,
I didn't see it.
It's
You're
all
like-
bigger than her head.
My God, it's a
it
bowl.
distracted me. It's huge.
This is it's
It's like
pretty
a
big.
bucket.
Please, sir, can I have some more, sir?
Please,
Like,
sir,
oh,
may I
my
have some more tea? No,
They
Oh,
need,
well,
they need
it's
that
necessary.
size at Starbucks.
This is not coffee. This is tea. So if it was coffee, I would be bouncing off the walls.
Danielle always has her tea, and tonight she has it quite literally. Okay, well, Nadia, there you have it. Apparently, if I move to Ireland, just as soon as Chloe moves away from Ireland, I'm never going to hear the end of it. So I might need to take that into consideration. I might leave it a month before I move over to sunny Ireland.
But then again, there will be a spare room in Chloe's house now, and her mom
Just
Like,
change
mum-
the letters.
Her mum did say that when I go there, I have to stay with them. So,
and she means
no.
it. Like she is the sweetest woman. Chloe's family are so lovely.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
sure
sure
they
I
would
could
love
do
to
that
have
to
you.
Chloe.
But the only thing
Chloe
is,
would.
you'll have to live with Paris then, and Adrian and Paris don't have a good relationship.
No. See, I don't like Paris only because whenever it's online, so all I hear is yap, yap, yap. But in person, I actually really love pretty much any dog and certainly all cats, as you well know. So I'm sure in person, we would be able to sort things out. It's just through calls like this when she's yapping that I think she's a devil incarnate. But anyway, moving on, Miss Giselle Ace, you got to catch us up with everything that you've been up to since you've been on last, which has been a while.
Been a while. Oh wow. Everything happened so fast. I'm still actually sitting in awe because I'm living things that I've prayed for, and to think that it's actually here and happening. Firstly I was de-queened, which sounds painful, and it was. I gave my crown over for the next Miss Eco International, and I didn't notice it became such a big part of me because it was in my life for 4 years with the whole pandemic and everything going on, from my national round to the international one. So 4 years is a long time, and I actually thought I would never be that beauty queen that attaches my identity to a title, and it just happened subconsciously, I guess. So I hit quite a little bit of a rock bottom, but it's all good, it's all fine, and at least I know now for future reference were I to enter another pageant. And from there I landed a role in a series that's gonna come out in South Africa. Yay!
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very, very excited about it. I was part of the beginning stages because I knew the writer and the producer, and also just auditioned and everything like that. And so it worked out well, and we start shooting on Friday. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Giselle, you have to tell
We have a
everyone the name of the
celebrity here.
series. We do.
The name? Oh, it's an Afrikaans. It's called the Lewe in Libbestraat.
I couldn't hear that.
I'm seeing a
Did
lot of
anyone get
confused
that?
looks.
Sounds lovely.
Say it
Everybody
again.
just went quiet. It's like, yeah.
Say it again and translate it for us.
Again. Lewe in Libbestraat, which translates very roughly and very poorly to life in Libbe Street. So Libbe, there's no translation for that. Yeah, life in Libbe Street. It's basically the Afrikaans version of Friends, sort of, with a twist.
Friends.
Yeah,
that's going to be fun.
And Giselle, I didn't think about this before, but do tell the lovely audience what the name of your character is.
Nadia.
Well, now I have
Surprise!
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No one's ever
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Representation.
I know.
Art imitating life. Redhead playing the redhead. I don't think we've ever actually had two redheads on at the same time. So there you go.
Power out.
From what Giselle has told me about the Nadia character, though, doesn't sound anything like Nadia at all.
So that's a compliment.
Yeah. I mean it as a compliment. If that was confusing, but wow, that's starting on Friday as well. Do you want to tell Giselle, everyone, how you're now a murdering psychopath, or are we keeping that on the down low?
Ooh.
Probably we shouldn't talk about that. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Moving on.
You could tell
Danielle, slightly worried.
You think I cannot play a psychopath were I to land audition for a role because I'm too kind? It's only
it wasn't.
Only
It just proves.
They're
it just
the
proves
best
how much
people,
she is. Yeah. And it proves how good you are as an actress because you are so sweet and you are so kind.
This is what I've been telling Giselle. Like, if she actually turns out to be a
Yeah.
murdering psychopath, then she's completely fooled me.
Mhm.
But no, the whole psychopath conversation came about because Giselle sent me a voice message, and she said, and I quote, "I haven't had time to sit down with myself." And I said, only psychopaths talk about themselves in the third person, or royalty, like literally the queen. So you're one or the other. So we've gone with psychopath, and psychopath and myself
Sounds
are
fun.
planning late July, early August to go to obviously Galaxy. I was going to.
Oh,
Oh.
it's frozen.
Dropped out.
I'm still here.
Oh, the suspense. Where are you going?
I'm glad it's not the South African Wi-Fi this time.
It wouldn't be a podcast if I didn't drop out at least once. I was going to say Giselle and I are going. I was going to say to Danny's pageant, but I probably should say more specifically. It's Galaxy International. It's not just Danny's pageant. But yeah, we're in the middle of planning that, so we should see Danny there. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring everyone on, because everyone's like, well, I don't say moving on as to like in a bad way, but everyone seems to have like really, really exciting plans. I don't know whose plan is the most exciting. I don't know whose who's most crapping themselves about the future. But I guess we'll find. I don't know. Like, Danielle is unemployed, but Nadia's getting married, and I'm like, Chloe's
Yeah.
moving to another country, and
Please, Danny,
Giselle
have some
is.
more.
You. That's not tea there. That's actually some kind of sedative there, so she can just function. Let me cycle back to the comments for a sec, because we did have a
It's a
couple
big
that I
Jaeger
wanted
bomb.
to highlight.
Oh,
Jaeger bomb.
I could do
Jaeger
with
bomb.
that.
Jaeger bomb.
I could do with that. I would totally be drinking right now if it wasn't 6:30 in the morning. Okay,
Hey,
so Elizabeth has said, congratulations, Chloe. It will be an adventure for you, and I'm sure you'll have an absolutely incredible time with a heart.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth.
And then I'm going to throw this one over to Nadia. Nadia, I get married in 4 months also, July 23rd. I'm stressed AF. Any advice?
So, do you know what? I think everyone in my life expected me to be like at 100 stress level the whole time. And I've been pretty okay. But I think it's because at the very beginning, obviously, I started wedding planning when I was prepping for Miss Universe. So I was like, okay, we need to prioritize like the top 3 things. And if those things are done, everything else will be fine. And I think I just keep bringing myself back when I get a little bit wound up about like small details that realistically are irrelevant. No one's going to care about what font are on my invitations. No one's going to care whether there's a favor on their table. No one's really going to care what earrings I'm wearing. Do you know what I mean? I care about those things, but my guests won't know if it happens the right way or not the right way. So prioritizing those 3 things really helped me. And then with the outfit and what I'm wearing, realizing that it is an outfit for a day in a way that I want to look, that I'm going to love, and not the thing that I must get right. Because people kept pushing that on me, and I was like, how do you know if it's the thing? So I think, yeah, just take a step back. It's your day. As long as you're actually going to get married, for me, there's going to be food, there's going to be music. Those are the 3 main things that will give people a good time.
Nadia, I'm
Calvin's
disappointed.
I did
sound
want
like
to
you're
say
not
bar
going.
as well, but I thought I'd leave that
Yeah.
out.
Well,
I mean,
we did
Nadia,
prices of all the drinks every venue we looked at. We did do that.
Good.
priorities.
Well, I wanted people to be able to afford to have a good time. I didn't want to.
Absolutely.
I didn't want to have to get a mortgage just to get a drink.
Given how
True.
the Australian exchange rate is going and how much I'd probably drink, I might have to get a mortgage. Danielle, were you going to ask something?
No, I was just saying, both Stephanie and Nadia, you guys must have been planning, your weddings for such a long time because of COVID. I'm sure that's made you guys. I know that I'm pretty sure Stephanie's postponed hers a couple of times, maybe. Did you postpone yours? Yeah, because COVID.
No, I didn't have to. So I only got engaged, I think it was like a month into the first lockdown. So the whole wedding world, other than modeling in at the odd time, wasn't like a thing I was in. So then whenever we were in lockdown, like I've never heard our band play live because I've never been able to go watch them anywhere. so I'm completely reliant on Calvin telling me they're good. So, because we were
Was
locked
he
in our
listening?
house, but you know, it'll be fine. We'll get there.
You
I was just going to say, was he listening to them after a few drinks?
I know.
Yeah, extra drinks. Anyone's gonna sound good.
I
I'll
was
put
like,
my Spotify on shuffle.
yeah, I'm gonna have a backup just in case, but we should be fine.
Well, you seem quite calm and in control. And disappointingly, maybe, you sound complete opposite of Bridezilla. There doesn't seem to be any Bridezilla shenanigans going on, which
No,
is
I don't
probably
think
good
so.
for Calvin.
I don't have the mental capacity to be dramatic over it. There's too many other things going on in the world.
But Nadia, I've never
Oh,
seen you not be calm. Like, you're the most chilled out person I know. Like, you're not a diva at all. You're just like so chill, and I love it.
Oh, thank you. But can I get that in writing to show Calvin?
I was going to say, poor old Calvin's probably seen a slightly different side, and if he ever watches this, he'd be like, well, what is she talking about? She's crazy. How much did Nadia pay Chloe to say that?
I think like through events and through pageants and stuff, I've got quite good at, do you know, like the swan where you look really calm on the outside, but on the inside, like there's a wee man running around your head with smoke coming out of his ears. Like even the event manager was like, you're really calm about all this. Everything's kicking off, and I was like, does it look like that? Okay, that's good. Let's go.
And I guess if all else fails, then you can just have a nap. This is one thing that Nadia told me when I was interviewing her for the book. I asked Nadia where the funniest or oddest place that she's ever had a nap was, and she said at work. And she just, I think it was at a school or somewhere, and she went under one of the desks, curled up in a corner, and just in the office.
In the office, and
just curled up in the corner under a desk and just went to sleep.
But my manager knew, like he said it was okay. I was working really late.
Can you just imagine someone walks in and goes, "Is that Miss Universe Island napping in the corner of the office?" Like, yeah, okay. Obviously, things aren't going that well anymore.
Well, there's not many places I won't nap.
Oh, I wish I had that issue. I really wish I could nap, especially on a plane. I think we've discussed this many times, but maybe now it's different. I mean, it's been 3 years since I've been on a plane, so we will see. I wanted to go around, as I pre-warned you guys, and because obviously we're not podcasting every week anymore, although this is episode 90. That's a lot of episodes, Danielle. Do you remember episode 1? You and your Union Jack onesie.
I do remember that.
You were, I think it was some Best and Western hotel with really crappy internet. So things have changed since then. Giselle, we're keeping up past her bedtime, so she's yawning. Giselle, the grandma.
I tried to hide it. Thank you for pointing it out, Adrian.
You can't hide.
Of course.
No one saw anything. It's a
I'm sorry.
very Pageant thing to do. You're either laughing or yawning, and I didn't say anything funny.
I was laughing at my own jokes in my head.
She really has gone crazy. All right. Before Giselle turns around and starts murdering all of us, we'll go in reverse order. So we'll start with Giselle, cycle back through Nadia, then Chloe, then Danielle. Danielle's probably got the hardest time with this. But I'm going to just ask you maybe like, what are some of your favorite moments that you've had either interviewing with me, you poor sods, or on the podcast? Because you guys collectively between you have, I don't know, been on how many times. But Giselle, we'll start with you. Any favorite moments, favorite memories, least favorite memories, like when I showed you spider images, but all yours.
That would definitely be number one of least favorite. Thank you. But favorite, I think it was our Halloween one. And we had a big dance party going out.
Is that the one where Chloe's stepdad put the scream on the?
Yep.
Is that Scream behind me? Yeah, I remember that.
Scream behind.
It like took me a minute to register. I saw it in the little tiny corner of my screen. I was like, is that Scream?
It's also the exact pitch of your voice, the exact intonation of your voice when you said it is still in my head. I
Yeah.
can't do it because obviously my voice is a bit lower pitched than yours.
I have such a
oh,
squeaky voice.
when you get scared, Chloe, didn't you take your nana to a horror movie?
Yeah, I took her to see Scream a few weeks ago.
Why did you do that? Why
She
would
loves
you
it.
do that? Really?
Yeah, she loves horror movies, but she does get scared from time to time. And I don't think the cinema was a good idea because it's so loud. She kept like clenching me with her nails, and I'm like, ow.
Oh dear.
No, she
Oh,
does
dear.
love it though. She acts all brave. She goes and tells all her sons, and she was like, "Yep, I went to see Scream the other day. I'm so brave."
Very cute.
Cool. All right. So Giselle's voting for the Halloween special. Miss Nadia, any favorite memories, or have they all just been equally terrible?
How did you guess? No, they weren't. I think one of the first times that when I was competing for Miss Universe Ireland, remember, Chloe, we all came on to play that game with those like creepy little dolls.
Oh my god, yes.
And it was the first time,
that was
because we
so
never
much
got to meet any of the girls that we were competing with. It was the first time we really got to talk to each other outside of a group chat. And it was so funny.
Mhm.
And the fact that Adrian, just being Adrian, kept like pulling clips of us saying really silly, stupid things and resharing them.
Mhm. You mean the pockets?
Yes, the pockets. I can't even remember what I said was in my pockets, but I remember being like, oh my goodness, what did I just say?
It was
Legs.
something
Yes.
like
No.
legs.
The question was like, what are you most likely to find in your cargo pants pockets? And Nadia put legs, and I'm like, speaking of psychopaths, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
You
that
have
one.
It's a Reddit thing.
That was it.
And
That
then
was it.
Tamara kicking dolphins.
Oh
yes,
dolphin kicker.
I think that was my favorite, just because it was like everyone being silly and like getting to know each other, just being silly, which was nice.
People are silly on this? No, we're completely serious. We're never
Serious
silly.
podcast.
Oh, I remember those game nights. We've also had a few Among Us nights. I think that was I can't remember. I just remember we had a few Among Us nights, not streamed publicly for very good reason, I might add. And then some very, very long chats with certain people afterwards. Okay, it's funny when you guys mentioned these moments. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. God, it seems so long ago. When was it? Was that 2020? It must have been 2020.
2020, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, because we had the 4 countries,
Yes.
the one where Danielle was captain of Team England and England won. Because Eden was captain of Team Ireland, and she's the one that brought Chloe on. So that's how I met Chloe. And Nadia, you were on that as well, weren't you? I can't even remember. Jeez.
Yes, I was. I didn't contribute very well, but I was definitely there.
It's okay. Everyone has their strengths, Nadia. It's all good. All right, so we'll go around to Miss Chloe. Miss Chloe, you have a lot of moments to choose from, some of your own making. But what have been some of your favorite moments?
Probably getting attacked by the ring light.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing a clip of that.
You played it off really well, though, from what it looked like.
Death by ring light.
Which one? Which time though, Chloe? You attacked by that ring
All
light
the
so many
time.
times. It basically became every second episode. Like Nadia was on one time when like Danielle was trying to talk about something and she was like she was looking everywhere else. And I was like, hang on, like Chloe is like, 'cause she was like
Chloe's
this
like,
and Nadia's losing it. Then I remember we had Savannah Miles on and then you got attacked again by that. And then it's happened so many times.
Yeah.
She'll get a new ring light in Dubai.
Yeah.
You might want to get one that's a bit more stable.
I do have a bigger one too, but I love that little ring light. I'll take it with me.
Let's not get attacked by a bigger ring light. Let's not do that.
Oh dear. Okay, that's. I thought you were going to talk about some of the moments. I just remember squidgy balls. That moment will haunt me for the rest of my life. That particular episode.
For context,
And then after,
for
And big
context, for
jugs.
anyone who, yeah, for context,
Chloe.
anyone
Give us
who
the
has not
context.
seen those episodes, the squidgy balls reference was about frozen yogurts. Do you know those little fruity?
Here we go again.
Like bubble teas.
Yeah, they like explode.
Doesn't get any better.
Oh,
Sounds a little-
I love like a year on, you still haven't found a better way to explain what these
But
things
they
are.
do.
Squidgy
They're like-
balls that explode in your mouth.
They do. They
Oh
like pop.
dear.
They pop when you. I'm surprised none
like
of you
a
guys know what
bubble
they
tea.
are. No, you do.
Bubble
Mm.
tea.
You don't know
Yeah,
what they
you
are.
get them in the frozen yogurts. Yeah.
Frozen yogurt.
They put them on
Yeah,
top of
you-
it sometimes, or like in like cold tea. Nice to like put them in it with the big fat straws.
How would you explain them, Nadia? Because like they keep laughing at me every time I try and explain them, but there's like no other way of explaining what they are.
Have you never had bubble tea?
Yeah. But just
Yeah.
not in yogurt form.
So
Like
boba.
the bubble tea with the little
Bubbles.
bubbles.
So
filled
tapioca,
with-
not tapioca.
Okay, that's a better way of explaining.
You see,
Okay.
Chloe, there is a way after all that to actually explain without, although the way you explain it is quintessentially Chloe.
Yeah.
Let's let's just put it that way. And then that just reminds me, and I'm sure Daniel will remember this, Chloe, I think that was probably the first time she put her foot in her mouth properly. And then after that, over the next few episodes, you just went on a tear. You were on a hot streak. I remember big jugs. That was one. And then you said something else. I can't remember the other one. But yeah,
The
Chloe,
big
you will
jugs,
go
for
down in
context.
infamy as the person who's put their foot
No, that's
in their
not
mouth
true.
the most often. Do you need to give context? I think it's funny without context, but if you insist on giving context, by all means.
Well, anyone from the UK has definitely been to a Weatherspoons before.
Mhm.
So the 2 for £12 big jugs. That's
Pictures.
what I was trying to.
Pictures.
Oh, okay.
Is there a better way to describe it?
Pictures.
Oh, mate, can I get
Okay,
two
okay,
big
maybe
jugs,
there is
please?
maybe there is a better way of explaining things. Okay, I'm not the best at it.
12 quid
I've
for
accepted
two
the
big
fact.
jugs. That's a bargain, mate.
Yeah, I got 12 quid. Anyone got 2 big jugs?
Next time you're in
Oh, dear.
Weatherspoons, Daniel, that's how you have to order it.
Yeah,
video it.
I will. I'll get someone to film me as I say it.
3 big jugs, please.
Yeah, please.
2 big jugs coming up.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, Chloe, it's certainly been a ride having you on. Let's go to Danielle. You'll have the hardest time with this because
Oh, I've had a little bit of time to think. There's a few. There's
Okay.
a few that stands out. Obviously, winning the tournament, that was a highlight in my podcasting career. The scream, is that scream behind me? That was definitely a highlight. Having Victoria on, and she said, telling the story about punching her mum, that was a fun one.
Oh my god.
oh yeah.
That was an accident. It was an accident. She didn't go around punching people. What else? Oh, when we had Maria Torres on and we were talking about spiders.
Oh God, that was
about how like her tree got infested with spiders, and she says it's a tree that spiders like, and I'm like, doing the impression of spiders, being like, hey guys, let's go to this tree.
This is the palm tree that the spiders like to hang out in. It's like, let's go to that tree. That was terrible. I remember
we
that.
were in we were in hysterics for that. I still have that sound bite stuck in my head, which is quite funny. What else?
Remember that time you told us your most embarrassing moment?
Yeah, I knew you was going to bring that up again. I specifically did not say that because I knew it'd come up again. I've told it multiple times.
But you were so chilled out when you said it. You were just like owning the fact that that was your moment.
That was my moment. That was my most embarrassing moment. So blasé.
Will you be willing to tell it again? Since I missed it. Just out of curiosity.
By the way, I saw a TikTok. There's this guy I follow. I think he's actually from the UK, and he just like reacts to weird or embarrassing moments, and he laughs all the time. And he put up a TikTok where the most embarrassing moment was the exact same one that Danny had. It just went into a little bit more detail because it was on a metal chair, and apparently on a metal chair, it's even worse. So I was reading that. I was like, I was thinking about what is Danielle.
Oh, thank God mine was plastic. But I was in a French listening exam when everyone was listening intently to what the recording was saying. And I did actually have bubble gum stuck to my butt when I stood up afterwards as well. So where people were thinking that I may had. For anyone that has not heard the story, in my French listening exam, when we were all listening intently to what this cassette tape was playing, I sneezed, I relaxed a little bit too hard into the sneeze, and I passed wind. And this was in a hall with about 200 kids in it. And this echoed around the entire hall. It was a big, grand, high ceiling hall. So you best know it echoed around the place. And again, someone had thrown chewing gum on my seat before I sat down. So when I stood up, I had the chewing gum go. So
it looked like you soiled yourself.
Yeah. Thank goodness it was like a light pink chewing gum.
Not brown.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? I actually was so embarrassed. I had to take my jumper off and tie it around my waist for the rest of the day for the rips, because we had to wear black trousers. Yeah. So I had this nice stain on my backside, so I had to wear my jumper around my waist. Thank goodness I think it was exam season. It's my GCSE, so it was around about May time, so it was warm enough for me not to wear my jumper. That was my most embarrassing story. Thank you for allowing me to recite that again and go there.
Yep. You're welcome. I mean, you gave a more detailed description this time. The first time you just said I sneezed and farted, which was
Well,
I think we can all relate.
You were all there. You can feel it. You can smell it. You can. No, there was no sense.
I mean, you were in a French exam. What did you say afterwards? Excusez-moi, sacre bleu. Je suis désolé. Je suis très très désolé, monsieur, mesdames.
The fart had
Oh dear.
For goodness. Can I tell you that my favorite moment between Adrian and Danielle? Every single time the subject of a scone. Every time.
Yeah. I was reading something earlier, and it was like 10 things that I will not argue about. They are factually correct, and they did say that the cream goes on first and the jam's on second. I was like, a man that knows.
It's okay. I'm down under. I'm from down under. We do things upside down anyway.
It's fine. If you did that, I would stick the scone on top and flip it over.
Nadia, remind me when we go to Texas to get some scones and do them the wrong way, just to trigger Danielle. And when she's walking on stage, I'll just be at the front of the stage holding up scones with the things the wrong way around. You're like,
well, I'll outdo you. I'll wear a fashion wear made of scones the right way around. I'll have a scone on my head.
Oh dear.
I'll
Oh
have
dear.
on the right. I'll have writing on my back. Cream on first. I didn't realise the context of that until I
Oh, this. Oh,
I love Nadia
Chloe, I
disappeared.
think you've just been outdone right there. I'm gonna wear a shirt. Cream on.
That's it.
For once, wasn't me.
Oh,
Grab mine.
Not,
This is my
Nadia
favorite.
disappeared for a second.
I'm just gonna go die now. I'm
Even got it on
I'm sorry,
camera.
Holly, please don't decrown me.
I wanted to suggest to put that on your national costume, but woo.
Representing
Oh,
Wales.
no. Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh. Well, Danielle Latimer, congratulations. You have just outdone yourself. I think we saved the best for last. I think that is the funniest thing I've heard anyone say on this
That's my
podcast.
favorite thing.
Oh dear.
Oh.
As the words were escaping my mouth, I then realised, wow, damn.
I'm never going to be able to say your name without that catchphrase coming into my head now.
Danielle, cream
Who's
on
gonna get,
first,
like,
Latimer.
Danielle, cream on first.
I'm gonna like
Wales.
buy you a t-shirt with that written on it.
Oh, Adrian, there's some pageant merch idea for you.
Cream
Wow.
on first.
The night you're competing, that
Wow.
could be like our celebratory T-shirt.
Oh my god,
No,
if you
so-
guys turn up to Galaxy with
Yeah, I'll be
in
chanting.
quotes,
I'll be chanting as you're walking. Cream on first. Cream on first. Cream on.
or at least you guys remember how it's done right.
Wow.
Oh God. Okay. Well,
Stand
save
by
the
it.
best for last. Oh.
I was crying.
Yep.
I was crying.
Well, it's a good episode when it always ends in tears. But that's something that we have done a lot of on this podcast is argue about things that really don't matter. Nadia and Giselle have been fairly sensible. Chloe gets triggered about BAPS. Chloe
Oh, and
just is-
shrimp. Don't
Yeah.
forget the shrimp.
It's
Oh, that's right. Shrimp versus prawns,
Prawns,
and then
yeah.
BAPS.
Mm.
BAPS. It is BAPS. I hate when people call a BAP a roll. A roll is like
It's
a
a
wee
roll.
crusty roll. A BAP's a BAP.
Aye. Or a,
That's
a
that.
roast like a hot dog. A BAPS
Aye.
for a burger.
But that's soft.
Oh, here we go with the I.
it-
Nah,
Is
reminded
a
me of the
roll-
time when we had Justine on, and then
Justine.
Chloe just started saying every second word was I, and I'd never heard Chloe say I before, and she went full dairy, like me ma, me pa, and I, and up a tree in Rose
Wee
Mountain.
buns.
We're sucking diesel now,
buns.
boys, and wee buns, which Giselle thought was wee bum, and went around South
Yeah,
Africa telling everyone, I know this really cool
Everyone.
Irish saying, wee bum. I'm like,
Yeah, I went around telling
Wee
people,
bum.
wee bum. Everyone.
No.
Well,
Oh.
here we go.
Oh.
We've begun it again.
Oh.
Elizabeth Jam goes first. Jam first, cream after. OMG.
Sticky. It just makes more sense because it's
It does.
sticky.
And
Like
like,
it's how the our jams
cream
are.
on-
Cream
does
on
the jam not
first.
sink in?
But the cream is like whipped cream.
Yeah.
Is that the cream?
yeah, like a
Yeah.
clotted cream.
But like when you spritz it on, it's like, and how do you?
You just
How do
I
you
just
put on
blob
jam
the jam on top. I
Yeah,
blob
it's kind
the
of
jam
It's
on
like-
top.
It's like a big clumpy cream. It's not like fresh cream that you pour out. It's like thick. It's
Yeah.
not like
Oh,
okay.
buttery cream.
But almost like
It's like
butter.
thick.
It's almost like butter.
Yeah.
you can have a demonstration
okay.
in Texas. I'm
Okay.
sure Danny will be more than happy to show
TikTok
you how to do it the
demonstration,
right
please.
way. Yes, cream on first. Oh,
Cream on first.
I'm pitching up with a T-shirt like that. Team Danielle.
I don't think we should go out in Texas wearing T-shirts that say "cream on first." I'm sure that's.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm pretty
Rhinestone.
sure we're gonna pitch up in a group and then go out afterwards. It sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Well, I think that's I don't think it's going to be very hard to outdo that. We started the cream
Yes,
argument.
Maggie knows. Yes, Maggie
I like
knows.
butter as well. I like butter too. I think butter, then cream, then jam. I'm like really unhealthy, so like the more unhealthy the better. So butter as well. No? Do you ignore butter? It has to be Lurpak, like salty Lurpak butter, and then cream, and then jam.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I don't take
I can't
with
even
a tea
butter or cream.
a tea
That
cake.
isn't my argument.
We have
Not
our
my
scones
circus, not
with
my
some
monkeys.
cheese.
Not my circus, not my
I
monkeys.
can't even eat it. It's not my argument. No, the raspberry jam does the job.
I actually I get this special because I was on a health kick, and apparently grass-fed cows, the milk from grass-fed cows is healthier for you. It's got more vitamin D or E, I can't remember. So the butter that I always insist on getting is actually from Ireland, of all places. I can't remember the name of it. It's not. I don't think it's Lurpak. But it's from Ireland, specifically from grass-fed cows. Unlucky, the supermarket.
Is it the golden cow?
The golden. Well, just the pack of butter is golden.
It could
Isn't
be the
it
golden
dairy? Isn't there a dairy butter?
No,
Isn't there dairy
you're thinking
butter?
of dairy. You're thinking of DA.
Not dairy.
Is it Kerrygold?
You're thinking of what?
Kerrygold.
Kerrygold.
Yes, yes, Kerrygold. Yes, that's the one.
Kerrygold.
Yep, Kerrygold. Now, is that actually Irish? Because when I see that it says Irish, but I'm just thinking it's not actually Irish. Is it Irish? No.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, Nadia's
Should
saying
maybe
apparently
from
so.
Kerry, yeah.
Chloe's giving it a no.
Well, I'm on Google. I'm not gonna lie. But no. I'll talk to you later about it.
Oh dear. All right. Well, I'm gonna get tea on the butter. Which
You could be paying
sounds,
extra money for something that's not really happening, Adrian.
Wouldn't be the first time, Nadia. Wouldn't be
Swindled.
the first time.
Swindled, yeah.
10%
Ready.
He's over there spreading his butter, thinking he's all these
Grass-fed.
grass-fed Irish cows.
Netflix is gonna be
The
up and
Irish cows is like the Irish cows is like my enemies are after. Send money.
Oh, well, this podcast has been true to form. As you can see, we sometimes talk about pageantry, but not really. Well, Danielle,
Sorry,
you
I'm having
okay?
to change up because my phone's gonna die.
The phone is going. Yeah, you see, we've done this so many times. I know what people are doing. I didn't want to keep us on super long, because we just start talking random stuff and everyone has no idea what we're talking about. And as I mentioned, Giselle is a grandma. She was yawning an hour ago, so she's probably going to pass out now.
Sorry.
You're welcome. I think I should just say thank you. I mean, thank you to all of you, but especially to, well, we'll go with Chloe first, who was on with us probably 40, 50 episodes, Chloe. And from the first time that you came on, and then the very first time after you came on, remember, after we went off live, do you remember you put the garbage bin on your head? It was just Danielle and
Oh my god, yeah.
Danielle, you and me, and you get the garbage bin and you literally put it on your head.
Yeah.
From that very first episode to now, to watch you grow and be more confident in stature and your speaking ability. It's been grand, as you Irish people would say. And then obviously Danielle.
Hi.
Enough. Danielle has been here through thick and thin. When we started this, was it pre-corona? I don't even remember.
Yeah,
Was it?
pre.
It was. That's right. Because you were
Yeah.
over in America for the last Galaxy International, so it was pre
2019.
Good God, I don't even remember
No.
those can any of us remember what it was like before COVID, before social distancing, and before masks were a thing, and before you had to get jabbed every 3 months? It's like, oh, I miss those days. Oh dear. But Danielle, you've survived what, close to 90 episodes now, and I don't know how many interviews. So thank you, obviously, for everything. And then Nadia and Giselle, two of the people I've loved having on the most, and obviously had many chats with with all of you. I'm just thinking now, it's kind of like overwhelming in terms of how many chats have I had with all of you. So this is not goodbye, but I know that last time when I decided to take a step back, it was I don't know if it was sudden or not. I think we'd had a break, but I just went, you know what? I need a break. And sometimes life's like that. You need to just go, you know what? I need to chill, because pageant world, as all of you know, sometimes gets a little manic, a little crazy, a little dramatic, and I'm like, I'm just going to do something that's normal. And I have to say, when I stepped away, I was like, oh God, like it's just, the world outside is so different. I don't know, for any of you who are watching or listening to this after the fact, you'll know exactly what I mean. I mean, God, how many years of how many pageant titles are here? I mean, it's like, or how many years of pageantry? I mean, God, geez, I'm scared to think of that. But yeah, with all of us moving on to bigger and better things, I thought it was a good time to bring the gang back together. And for those of you listening at home as well, I know some of you, like Ralph, I don't know how many episodes Ralph has watched or listened to. Ralph, sorry for all the nonsense we've put you through. And anyone else who's listened more than once. I know Elizabeth has been on many times listening. And I'm sure, you know, in, let's say, a couple of months, a few months from now, we'll have another catch up, see how everyone's going. Megan here has said Danielle Latimer scones tomorrow.
Yes, let's do it.
Get those t-shirts, cream on first. I don't even eat scones, but even I know cream first. Same Irish gold butter, yeah, the Kerry gold. Thank you to all for adding little stock on Monday evenings, and thanks to Agent for being a perfect host. I'm definitely not perfect. It's just after doing this so many times, you'd have to be okay at it. I've done, God, I think the interview counts now way over 200, probably close to 300, and then the podcast episodes is over 100 in total. So I've been here a few times, and the best part about it is getting to meet people, lovely people such as these. And Ralph has said, no worries, it's always a pleasure being here. I will say, I think I keep saying this, it's the greatest gift that I've had through pageantry is the people that you meet. I mean, I'm not competing myself, so it's not win or lose, but when you meet certain people like this, and you have friends all over the world, that is something that I'm not sure you can get from many other things other than pageantry. So, yeah, that's me. I'm done. Danielle killed me with the cream on first comment.
So,
Killed everybody.
Everything after that's just going to be an anti-climax.
like, ooh, we're taking it to the gutter. There's no coming up from this.
Just don't use
Sorry.
that word. You're talking about cream. Don't use that word, please. Anyone else have any final comments or want any passing thoughts before we hang up for a while?
I want
Silence.
to thank everyone here, and thank you, Adrian. Thank you for Danielle. I just couldn't believe that you guys even had me on in the first place. Like, I am in pageants by a default. I think I'm just here to have a good time with everyone, and yeah, to interview some incredible people who have accomplished so much every week. Like, you all continue to inspire me. Both Nadia and Giselle and all the other girls we've interviewed over the last 2 years as well. Thank you. It's been amazing to meet you all, and I remember each and every one of the episodes and learn something from each of you. So thanks.
Do you remember the time that Nadia made us cry, Chloe?
Yes. Yes, I did. How did you not cry when she was dressed up as a little pixie?
I
Can we
gotta
watch that
say that
video before we go?
if
I
you
can watch
read
it
my
back
mind,
and I'm like crying. It's
I'm like, of all the video clips I've put together, because I put together obviously many over the years, I still think that's probably the most iconic one I put together. I like share it like probably at least once a
know.
month now, and I'll find it.
Well, while you're finding, I just wanted to say thank you to the three of you, because I don't think that any of you realize the impact that you three have had, and especially over COVID and the pandemic and all the lockdowns. Every Monday was something that a lot of us could kind of hang our hat on and come on and have a laugh and watch you guys, even when times were tough for you three. So massive congratulations for what you've done and you've given out to the world, because it's definitely made a difference. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Like, if we didn't have anyone, it didn't have any guests, we didn't have anyone tuning in, there wouldn't be, well, maybe we'd still be doing it, but no one would be watching and no one would be going on. It would just be us rambling absolute tosh. So yeah, thank you for being an amazing guest and contributing your knowledge and wisdom from the pageant world, because we wouldn't have the viewers we would have unless it was for our incredible guests.
Do you think in like 20 years' time we'll all have like a get together on Zoom and rewatch them all?
We'll do another
We could have like a movie night.
Oh wow. Hopefully it's in person that time.
Yes. In person best bit screening.
We'll come together and have afternoon tea and have scones the right way.
And wear our t-shirts that we're gonna get made for Daniel's.
Yep.
I do wonder if in 20 years' time any of us would have been able to work out how to speak without embarrassing ourselves, but I doubt it. So where are we? Here we go. You guys will have to tell me if you can hear this. Let me add it to screen, because I'm a professional and I know what I'm doing. Here we are.
Got a lot of fire left in me. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me.
Well, I still get shivers watching that. Nadia, how are the feels when you watch that back?
It feels really surreal, if that makes sense. Very surreal. Like I don't know if it's ever going to hit me that I was on that stage, if I'm honest.
Well, there's proof. There's
So-
video evidence.
But
Come on.
the music and stuff, even that you put to, like, it's made me cry a few times, because we all know we've all had our own kind of difficult times getting to where we wanted to go. So that was, like, as silly as it sounds, people outside the pageant world, that was like a big step for me. So yeah, and I can't remember any of it, so it's nice to have it on video. I'm on stage, I can't remember any of it.
You guys
Running
all
on
have
coffee.
pageant amnesia when you go on
Yeah.
stage and you do your thing, and afterwards you come back, I can't remember any of it.
What did I do?
It goes so fast.
I remember coming off stage and I was like, I don't even know what I did out there.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because
Well-
even whenever I was in Vietnam, I was there for almost a whole month,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only certain points that really stick in your head because you're so stressed the entire pageant. You know, you forget the majority of your days, and just a few moments seem to stick. I remember one day me and Amy watched the sunset, and we looked at each other and we said, let this moment sink in, let this one moment sink in, because this whole pageant's going to be a blur and we're going to forget most of it. And it's the friends you meet along the way too that make it so special.
Amen.
Well, on that note, let's leave it there for tonight. I could watch this video on loop again and again and again. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's ever watched or listened to one of our crazy episodes. I will apologize now if we talked about, as Danielle said, random tosh. because that's just what we do. And those are the people that I associate with the best, because you need to be able to laugh at yourselves. But thanks to, as I said, these 4 lovely people, all the guests that have come on through the years. God, years. It's actually been that long. I can actually say that. And I'll keep all of them on for a second, as usual, whilst I hang up with the audience. But we will speak to you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Sorority Access is now open. So if you'd like to join an amazing group of women and learn how to be the most powerful, confident, and impactful queen possible, head to thepageantsorority.com. I'll see you there, and see you in the next video.